Hundreds of homes have been destroyed in Mamelodi. That's as heavy rainfall causes havoc across the province. Zikhona Tshona is following the story close for us. So Zikhona, tell us where you are and how people are reacting to what's happening.
We are in Mamelodi East in an informal settlement known as Marikana. In front of me, or behind me, rather, Shahan, I can see people's belongings are floating in the water. There's a bed in front of me, as well as a home that's been completely demolished to the ground. Those are the scenes that have met us since we arrived in this area. A lot of people that have been affected by the floods have actually been accommodated in nearby churches. In front of me is an area that has not been affected yet by the flooding. So the people from this community in front of me have been very crucial in helping those who are affected by the flood make sure that they get to safety. I do have with me Auslinki, who was helping the children get out of the flooding. Sisi, if you can ungasichazela njena ngokube kusenzeka yonke lento wena wenze njani?
Dumelang batho ba ETV le bola le linki nna se ke thusitseng ka sona batho ba rileng ga ba metsi a thoma a tlala ka mo mikhukhung ka mo dishekeng tsa bona ba khonne go tla ba tlisa bana ko nna gore khono be ya bana safe. Then after that moruti ka mo kerekeng ka mo tenteng e ya red and white ke moruti Gumane ba rometse chelete for batho ba ba tseletseng ke metsi gore re khono go ba apiela re khono ba accommodate for tonight. A re tsi from there gore go tlo ira halang gape.
Thank you very much. Now she's basically saying that when the flooding happened, she pulled in, she came and she asked community members who have not been affected to help the children get out of there, and they are now being accommodated in a local church. She says the church is currently trying to organize food for the people to make sure that they have something to eat tonight. I want to try and get a resident. I'll see, I did organize someone, but I'm not sure. Come through.
Yes.
Sisi, you've been affected by this flooding. How do you feel now when you're watching this devastation? Come this way for me.
It was a traumatic situation for us as residents to see water, like in Amachaks, they were floating in water. We see the TVs, the fridges, they were floating top of the water. Then we were very, very traumatized because for me it's a first experience seeing this thing.
And where to now for you? How do you plan to rebuild your life after this?
We don't know. We're only asking for the government as the Marikana, Mamelodi residents to intervene in this matter. Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask everyone just to give us some space so we can see the extent of the damage. There are homes here, Shahan, I don't know if you can see, that are knee-deep in the water, that are basically floating in the water, and ones that have been completely demolished. And as I mentioned, people's possessions, their furniture is in this water, in this destruction. And as Usisi has just mentioned, I'm sure many of them not knowing how they are going to rebuild their homes from here. There's a house right in front of the flooding. The people here, I'm watching them right now, they were trying to move a bed out of their structure so that they can try and move it to a higher ground to make sure that it is safe should the flooding hit their home. I do know that the acting MEC of Social Development in Gauteng is on the ground and interacting with residents, but we thought, let us get closer to the flooding and speak to the people that have been affected. The scenes are absolutely devastating, and certainly many of the people here wouldn't know how they are going to rebuild their lives from tonight and from tomorrow.
Yeah, so officials, of course, are expected to help these people. Have they arrived? What do they say?
So speaking to the authorities that have been on the ground, they're saying, I think this is important, they don't know the extent of the damage, they don't know how many people have been affected by the flooding, but they do estimate it to be in the thousands, because these are informal settlements where in most cases it's many people that live in one home. Currently, people are being accommodated in local churches, so the assessment of the damage is still underway, and a lot of the rescue operations are still ongoing. We're not sure yet if there has been anyone that has been washed away by the flooding. But when we arrived here, and in front of me, as I speak, in fact, there is an emergency vehicle. Emergency personnel are on the ground. There are choppers currently covering the scenes just to make sure that there's no one in danger. When we arrived here, community members were telling us that for people to stay safe and to stay clear of the flooding, many of them had to stand on top of their structures. So that's why emergency services are on the ground just to see if anyone has been or anyone is in danger. They don't know the extent of the damage. They are still assessing that. So only then will they know how the people will be helped. I think the priority right now is to make sure that everyone has a roof over their head, at least for tonight. And only thereafter will government be able to give information as to how they intend on helping the people that have been affected by the flooding in Mamelodi.